Shalom. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barakatham to all the brothers. Shalom. Yahweh Shema Athab Hashem Yahshua to all the sisters. I am priest and officer. I bought Yah 1000, holding down till General Mahayaman gets here. Please have your questions ready in the chat so he can answer all your questions according to the Bible. This is the I.S.U.P.K, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, Star 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Under commanding General YAHANNA, we teach that so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native men, women, and children are God's chosen people according to the Bible, according to the Holy Scriptures. Black man, Hispanic man, Native man, woman, child, yes. We are the Hebrew Israelites. We are the lost 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, from Judah all the way down to I.S.U.P.K. This is our homeland. This is our heritage. This is our nationality. The Bible is our records. It's not for everyone. It's for us. Christianity is a lie. Buddhism, Islam is a lie. They all serve, all the other religions of the earth serve idols. Serve idols, which are vain. They're nothing. They can't walk, talk, speak, move. They can't do anything for you. The Most High God, Yahweh, is a living God, a living power. He is the author of life and death. He heals, he wounds, he makes alive. He does all these things. There's no one up there with him. His name means Yahweh. His name means he lives, he exists. That's who we should fear. We should fear his laws, statutes, and commandments. We should obey him, be obedient to him. By transgressing the laws, we are in the captivity we are in today. The prophecies in this book concerns us. Deuteronomy 28 and 60. We will go into Egypt again with ships. We went on those transatlantic slave ships. Came across from the west coast of Africa into the Americas. We the ones that fulfill that prophecy that was in Deuteronomy. We are still in the land of our captivity. We are underneath our oppressor, the so-called Edomites. Esau, wasted away at sea. He is out of one, the red man, red. His blood showed through his skin. Esau is the cursed of the earth. He is the descendants of Cain, of Lamech. He's the vagabond of the earth. We need to come back to the law. The law is life for us. The law is life for us. Let's get actually with Baruch chapter 4 verse 1 first. Because the law is life for us. We need to come back to the law and get that breath again, get that breath of life. Adam was given the breath of life. He was given the law, the statutes, commandments. He was supposed to rule the earth during his time and forevermore. But he listened to his woman, Eve, and got chastised, got punished for it. Got punished for it. He got kicked out the garden. The ground was cursed for his sake, and he had to work and till the land. And we was fighting to get back into the Garden of Eden ever since. And Christ, he won. He conquered death. He conquered death, the punishment of death, the curses of death, being unalive before you even 21, having all these sicknesses and diseases, getting brutally unalived by bullets, drowned. We was not supposed to suffer those. Let's get Baruch chapter 4 verse 1, Baruch Show.
Come. This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of God.
This book right here, this Holy Bible, including the Apocrypha, you can get the 1611 edition, has the Apocrypha in it, is the book of the commandments of God, of the power. That's what we have. We have to open this book and read. None shall want her mate. No other book can compare to the Bible. No other book. Even if they try, like in Islam, they try to say Quran can compete with the Bible. No, it can't. The Bible is alone. Go ahead, read, Baba Gashal.
Come. And the law that endureth forever.
The law is going to endure forever. So we should utilize this grace period to get ourselves right, to change, to repent, to correct our filthy ways, and be perfect like our Father in heaven is perfect. Be perfect like our King Christ. We should try to keep the law for once in our lives, because everything else we tried have not worked. This will work. Christ showed it. Christ showed that it worked. He gave us a chance to come back to the Father. He adopted us back to the Father. He adopted us back to the Father. Now we have to do our job and keep the law. That's what it's always been down. That's what it's always been about, obeying God. From Genesis all the way up until now, it's been about obeying God. Obeying God. Keep the law. Now let's go to Deuteronomy 20, 30, and 15. See, I've set before thee this day life and good, and death and evil. See? Shalom. He set before us this life, life and good, this day, life and good, and death and evil. See? We have to keep the law that's in the first 5 books of the Bible, or we're going to suffer those punishments that's in Deuteronomy 28th chapter. But we obey, we get the blessings in Deuteronomy the 28th chapter from 1 to 14. But the curses from 15 to 68. That's what we've been going through today as a nation of people. I think it was a little bit more in Baruch. Can you read that where you left off, Matamya?
Come. And the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life.
All they that keep it shall come to life. We get the Holy Spirit back. We get the Spirit of the Most High God, and we keep the law. We get our strength back. We get peace from the Lord. We're not fighting against the Lord anymore. We get His protection. Go ahead.
But such as leave it shall die.
But such as leave it shall die. We'll get punished. We'll get cursed. We'll be on the wrong side of the Most High God, and that's the side that we don't want to see anymore. We don't want to see that side anymore. Police brutality, violence amongst ourselves. Go ahead and tell me I read.
Come. Verse 2. Turn thee, O Jacob.
Turn thee, O Jacob. Jacob is our forefather. He's our forefather. His name was later changed to Israel, made him a prince of the power. Prince of the power. Yasharallah. That's what our name means. Prince of the power. If you're male, princess of the power, you're female. We are royalty. Royalty on the earth. We are the chosen people of God. We're the only ones that have the right to rule the earth under Christ, of course. We have to earn our seats. We have to earn our seats. You mind picking it up for me, Baba Gashal, in Baruch chapter 4 and verse 2? Baba Gashal, when you get a chance. We gotta earn our seats. That means in this time, keeping the law, statute, commandments, and raising up our people. Going on those street corners, going out to camp. Go ahead. Yes, Baruch chapter 4 and verse 2. Show me about that. We must do that. That's the only way our people will get it right. We have to show them that going against the Lord is only to our destruction. It's only to our destruction, and it's going to keep us in slavery under our oppressor. Go ahead. You want to read it? Use the mic, please, Baba Gashal.
Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, and that thou mayest be illuminated.
Turn thee, O Jacob, and walk us in the presence of the light thereof. The Most High God law is light. The Lord we are the light of the world when we keep the law, statutes, commandments. We shine upon the world because we have the wisdom of God, His law, statutes, commandments. Go ahead, read on, Boca Show. Call out the chapter and verse. The book and verse. Book, chapter, and verse.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 3. Give not thine honor to another, nor the things that are profitable unto thee to a strange nation.
Right. We gotta be selfish with our heritage. Selfish with what the Lord gave us. The Lord is not everybody's God. He is the God of so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native men, women, and children. That's it, and that's all. Christ came and died for us, so we got to be selfish with what we have. Zephaniah 2:1. Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desire. The other nations don't desire us anyway. They only want to use and abuse us and oppress us, especially our oppressor, because he has a little bit of time. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. He his time is short. And our adversary, the devil, is like a lion seeking whom he may devour. Our oppressor is trying to keep his kingdom going for as long as possible. And when Christ finally do come, he want as many Israelites to die with him as possible. But even though the scriptures say 2/3 of us are supposed to go, we pray that all Israel gets saved, so that our nation can survive when Christ returns, so that we can all make it into the kingdom. No one wants to go through a fiery nuclear fiery death, where your eyes burn out your sockets, your tongue burn, and your skin fall off your flesh while you're standing. That's a horrible, horrible way to go. Way to get unalived. Read on, Book Show.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 4. O Israel, happy are we, for things that are pleasing to God are made known to us. Made known unto us.
Right. Happy are we, for the things pleasing to God are made known unto us. Because we know how to make the Lord happy by being obedient children. It's just that we keep going off. We fall for our lust. We hearken unto the other nations and be desirous of what they have. But we have to stay loyal to the Lord. Stay loyal to the Lord. And he will give us everything. Everything that we desire that's lawful. Mathumya, can you get Judith chapter 5, verse 20, Baba Kashar? You can read on, Baba Kashar.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 5. Be of good cheer, my people, the memorial of Israel.
Be of good cheer, my people, the memorial of Israel. We gotta be of good cheer. We have to be of good cheer, because we are the children of the Most High God. Even though we are an oppressor in these last days of time, and even though it seems that everything is going against us, we still have a living power. We still have a righteous king who's waiting for us to get right. And he's coming back with 200 million angels to set us free. We walked out of Egypt the first time. This time we're gonna go out on chariots in this captivity. Go ahead, read on, Baba Control.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 6. Ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved God to wrath. Ye were delivered unto your enemies.
Right. We moved God to wrath. That's why we were sold unto to the other nations. We moved God to wrath with our disobedience. And it was not for our destruction. It was not to wipe us out. It was just to get us right. He was just to chastise us, punish us. Go ahead, my thumb. Yeah, read Judah chapter 5, verse 20, Baba Kishore.
Come. This is the book of Judah, chapter 5, verse 20. Now therefore, my Lord and Governor.
Now therefore, my Lord and Governor. This is a heathen talking to a heathen ruler. They're having a council about us, about the Israelites. Go ahead.
If there be any error against this people.
So he was telling this ruler, if there be any iniquity, any sin, any transgression of the law against in this people, amongst us that we do to our God, go ahead.
And they sin against their God.
And we sin against the Most High God. We go against His laws, statutes, and commandments. We start having we start marrying the other nations, serving their gods, using illicit drugs, stealing amongst ourselves, committing unalivements, eating shrimp, pork, crab, lobster, tuna, celebrating any holidays outside of the Lord's high holy days as written in Leviticus 23rd chapter, such as New Year's, Thanksgiving, birthdays. Can't celebrate your birthday. Can't worship yourself. You only can worship the Lord thy God, and Him shall we serve. Christmas. Go ahead.
Let us consider that this shall be their ruin.
Let us consider that this shall be their ruin. This will be our ruin. And it happened time and time again. We've been in captivity, under captivity. We've been against captivity, the Persians, the Medes, the Babylonians, Africans, the Egyptians, our oppressor today. Go ahead.
Come. And let us go up, and we shall overcome them.
And let us go up, and we shall overcome them. They will have the advantage. They will have the advantage when we sin against our God, because the Lord won't protect us. So they will have the advantage, and they'll be able to do what they want. They'll be able to conquer us. They'll be able to spoil our goods, unalive our mighty men, take our women captive, and put us in captivity. Go ahead.
But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by.
If there be no iniquity, if there be no sin, no transgression of the law, if we keep in the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High God, the heathen have to just go about their business. They can't mess with us. They can't come against us. We're gonna find out why. Go ahead, read.
Lest their Lord defend them.
Lest their Lord defend them. The Most High God will defend us. He will protect His children. He will protect obedient children. He will be with us as a nation of people. He will be with us. Go ahead.
Come. And we become a reproach before all the world.
And then they will be made an example of, just like the Egyptians was made an example of. The Egyptians, Matazaria, in Hebrew, they was given the plagues of Egypt, and of course, they was unalive in the Red Sea. Their horses and their chariots. So the Lord will defend us when we obey Him. That's why it's important for us to keep the law. It's important for us to keep the law and not go against the Lord. Let's get Deuteronomy 27:1 with them. Yeah, Moses said it way back then. The law is for our benefit. Aquania, can you get Deuteronomy chapter 27 and verse 1, Baba Kishore? Yes, Baba Kishore. We need to keep the law. That's what it's always been about. That's been our text. We gotta fight. Fight. Go ahead, read Deuteronomy 27:1.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 27 and verse 1. Then there was a declared of hog females.
Oh, Deuteronomy, what did I say? Deuteronomy 27:1, right?
27.
Yes. You got Deuteronomy 27:1? You sure? Deuteronomy? That's the correct scripture? And Moses with the elders of Israel? Oh, Shalom. Did you want the class, sir? Officer, did you want the class? Okay, good. Deuteronomy 27:1, Baba Kishore. Oh yes, so we must keep the law. That's what it's always been about. When we keep the law will be with us. When we don't keep the law, he will be against us. That was Christ's mission. Christ's mission was to raise up the 12 tribes of Israel. Raise up the 12 tribes of Israel. He healed us, healed our sick, our lame, healed our blind. He fed us. He rose us from the. He rose Lazarus from the dead. Man, he did many miracles, and he told us in these last days of time, we would do that and more. You got to serve. You want it? You could take it. You can take it if you want it. Okay. And I'm gonna pass the class off to priest and officer 1000 in the car.
What's going on, everybody? Shalom, Lord Christ. All right, what scripture you was going into?
Deuteronomy 27:1.
27:1. All right, let's get it.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 27 and verse 1. And Moses with the elders of Israel commanded the people, saying, keep all thy commandments which I command you this day.
So this right here, man, this is what your religions ain't going to teach you. This is what the Christian church ain't going to teach you. Keeping the commandments of God is what's going to fix our communities, straight up and down. If you think about it, we have an issue with drugs, unaliving one another, hating one another, right? When you go on social media, what do you see? I literally seen a debate panel on Jubilee that stated black woman versus the black man, right? But if we were to keep these commandments, that wouldn't be a problem, would it? Would it be a problem? I'm asking the class. Would it be a problem if everybody outside these doors treated each other the same way how we treat each other, right? Like, let's say me and you have an issue. In the world, we have an issue. We're never going to try to sit down and try to gain one another through brotherhood. You know, it's either we're going to backbite each other, we're going to, it's going to lead to violence. So what the Christian church is doing and all these other religions is doing us a disservice, right? Keeping the commandments is so important. I just seen a clip of Quilly, right? Quilly Mills from a rapper, an old rapper from Philadelphia, right? Everybody know, if you don't know, this guy is a major drug addict and he's a Muslim. Well, just recently he posted and said that you can eat pig's flesh through gelatin. So now he's saying that you can eat candy with pork in it. It's not the flesh. And that all comes from religions where it states pretty much, hey, you don't have to keep the law. But here we're reading that Moses wants us to keep the law. You understand what I'm saying? All right. Hey, Shalom, Lord Christ, sir. You want the class? All right. So let's read that one more time.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 27, verse 1.
Right.
And Moses with the elders of Israel commanded the people, saying, keep all thy commandments which I command you this day.
Man, keep them all. Don't keep some. You know, you want to see real change. A lot of people come up to us, yo, man, I love what y'all doing. Yo, man, you know, how can I join? Right? Get in class. Don't sit around and just, you know, just watch us from afar and be like, yeah, man, yo, I'm rocking with y'all. I had a lot of people hit me up all the time with them, y'all. I just got a couple of messages this weekend alone. Hey, man, I'm trying to lock in. Do it. Because what we're trying to achieve here is something that you don't see in our communities, right? And that's to install righteousness. Give me Deuteronomy 28:1. Like our whole mission here in I.S.U.P.K is to save our people. You see Dr. Umar, right? Let me tell you something. Delaware, I.S.U.P.K, let's get I.S.U.P.K Delaware here. I'm gonna tell you how serious we are about this job. Dr. Umar could have did exactly what we did. We gotta build a school. Shout out to Captain Zion and Officer Matazapa. They built 3 schools in Delaware. 3 schools before Dr. Umar finished 1. You know how embarrassing that is? You get what I'm saying? Well, to see somebody that everybody looks up to, everybody idolizes this guy, Dr. Umar. Dr. Umar don't got no school for you, right? He is literally tricking off your money with I can't say the words I want to say, but y'all know what he doing. He a trick. You know what I mean? Like none of these people out here is going to give you the truth like the I.S.U.P.K. Read what you got.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass that thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Yeah. Keep going.
To observe and to do all of his commandments.
To do what?
Do all of his commandments.
All of them. He ain't just say some. He said all. Moses wanted to make sure that this nation can stay together, not be destroyed. Now, what your leader tell you? Oh yeah, it's cool, man. You can go ahead and smoke some weed. You can go sell. You know how many times Muslims told me that Allah gave them that brick so that they can make sure that their family can eat? You do know that, right? In Islam, you can a man can beat his wife. A man can beat his wife. That is against God. You understand what I'm saying? In Islam, it's okay for you to eat pork. You can eat pork in Islam. That's why I wasn't surprised what Curly said. Because in Islam, you can actually, if you're about to die, you can eat it. I'm gonna give a quick sidebar. Give me in the scriptures where in the Apocrypha where that sister and her sons died, not to eat swine's flesh. Like to really serve the Lord, man, is something that this world has never seen before. And how can I confidently say that? Because what the I.S.U.P.K does is amazing, and we have the truth. And you would never find this truth anywhere else on the face of the earth. I have seen scholars of the highest regard. Alawat Panya, Barak.
Wait, let's get it on, Akim. Ready to rock. Akwafian, I'll answer all of your questions. Un momento, mi nombre es General Mahayaman, servicio a placer de la General YAHANNA. Gracias por unirte esta la noche. Nosotros somos la Escuela Israelita de Conocimiento Práctico Universal. Comenzamos en 1 Oeste Calle 125, Harlem, Nueva York, desde 1969, debajo del mando General YAHANNA. Carnales, esta es la verdad. Si tú eres hombres hispanos, negros o indios nativos, tú eres Israel, el pueblo elegido de Dios. Tu madre y tu padre dicen que somos un culto y mantienen su iglesia sin culpa, pero su iglesia es culpable de todo lo que nos están pasando. Órale, haz tus preguntas. I'll answer all of your questions right now. We're getting ready for the New York cookout. Clap it up. will be out there in New York. Commanding General YAHANNA will be doing the speaking out there in New York. What's that place called out in New York? Go ahead. Not Times Square, the other one. Go ahead. Not that one. It's another one. Go ahead. I can't recall it. It's slipping me. Go ahead. Washington Square Park. Give him a hand. Washington Square Park. All right. Bring your family. Tenemos comida gratis para ti y todo familia. All right. Also, Commanding General YAHANNA will be giving out free food for you and your family, for blacks and Hispanics. Let's get it on. I'll be ready. All right. Questions?
This is from Trooper Cigar. Ken Shalom,
Yahweh. What's going on?
Trooper Cigar from Dallas, Texas. Salaki, sir, can you elaborate on Proverbs chapter 11, verse 15? And on a side note, who do you like better, Nat King Cole or Frank Sinatra?
Okay, well, let me answer the question first. What's the question, please?
Can you elaborate on Proverbs chapter 11, verse 15 of the show? This is the book of Proverbs chapter 11, verse 15. He that is surety for a stranger shall smart for it.
He that is surety for a stranger shall smart for it. The term smarting for something, that's a very old term to mean pain. You know, people would say, if you had a hit on your head, they say, that smarts. That just meant it hurt, right? So if you are a surety for a stranger, you are going to get hurt. That's the point of this entire precept. What does it mean to be a surety for someone? In the back, Officer Bunn.
It would need to be like collateral for them on like a loan, for example, or a situation where someone's reputation is you're willing to stand for a stranger's reputation.
Can I give you a perfect one? A cosigner. A cosigner, most blacks and Hispanics understand what that means, because by the time you're 30, you're going to need one. Someone to cosign for a car, cosign for a loan, someone to be willing to stand for you to say, if he can't pay the debt, I will pay it. A cosigner is an surety for someone, which is why today you have an insurance company. If you get into an accident, the insurance company pays for your accident, right? That's where the term comes from. Someone that pays for your mistakes, pays for what you do. Well, if you do that for a stranger, you're going to get hurt. You're going to get hurt. The Bible says to prove a friend, young man. Prove a friend. Do not trust someone who you do not know. Don't say, yes, I will stand for them. I will pay off their student loan. I'll pay off their car note. I mean, this is something I shouldn't have to teach. If you've ever heard of someone co-signing for someone, that in damn near every case is a terrible idea. And virtually every time I have ever heard about it, when you say, well, I'll co-sign for that, they are running out on that rent out. They're doing it. They're not paying that rent. You're going to co-sign for their apartment. They're gone. And they're going to ruin your credit. I'm going to co-sign for that car for them. I'm going to do it because they would never, just not pay that card note. You're an idiot, young brother. You don't know them. You understand? That's the point, all right? Go ahead. I'll get you in 1 second. A bun. Let me get a bun. Go ahead.
I have a quick question. I'm not advocating for it against, I'm just asking in the context of medicine. So MDMA, which is ecstasy, is being researched for...
I'm sorry, but let me finish the question. I didn't know it was another question. Let me just wrap this up and then I'll get you, all right? Go ahead. Give me the last question.
Those are the second part to the verse, sir. Mm-hmm. And he that hated surety is sure.
And he that hated surety is sure. Meaning if you are extremely skeptical about ever co-signing for someone, about ever saying, this person, they're going to pay that loan back. This person is going to pay off their car note. I'm willing to do that. If you hate doing things like that, then you will be sure. Then you won't fall into a situation where you co-sign for someone because you smoke weed with them,
right? You smoke weed with them, so you believe now you can co-sign for them. Or you had sex with him or her once or twice. So you believe that this person is good financially. This person has a good financial brain. You're an idiot. If you hate doing things like that, then your money will be sure. You'll be solid. Everyone understands, all right? A bun.
If I could, sir, could this precept be used for the 2008 housing crisis? I'm sure you're familiar. The reason that they went under is because Esau, being the devil, being so greedy, he had made lumped up subprime loans, meaning loans that should have never been issued. But he was packaging them up and as insurance for the loans because they were so sure that these loans were definitely going to be paid off. People were definitely going to stay in the house for the 30-year more term, that they were just running monopoly children's games with billions and millions of dollars of these loans that were supposedly insured. Is that the same concept or no? Because it's like a national.
Okay, it's a very different thing because those people that did those loans, okay, so many times they manipulate the market, meaning they know you can't pay. They know they're bundling these loans up to low-income people, to first-time homeowners, and they know because they know the math. Anyone like yourself, if you understand math and history, they know that these people are not going to pay on these loans. But then they short the loan, meaning they go invest other money so that if the stock market crashes, they make money. So in essence, they're going to make money either way because they manipulate the market to make money, whether people pay their loans back. Most times they'll make more money if it crashes, which is what will happen with Obama, who bailed out the entire industry and sent them all home with giant bonuses, all of those CEOs of those companies. So that's different. What you want to think about it is more as, are you willing to co-sign for this brother's car? He's asking you to co-sign. He wants to get a car. He can't get it on his own because, come on, his credit is terrible. Well, you're going to find out why his credit is terrible. Like you're going to realize, you're going to learn. You say, oh, I can't co-sign for that. Why? I mean, I can't get a car on my own. Why? Because I have terrible credit. You think I'll co-sign for you because you're kind and generous and you're a good person. But you don't know what kind of person he is. You don't know what kind of person she is. And if you co-sign for them in mostly every case, you're going to find out why their credit is bad. All right, that's what you want to use that for. All right. A bun.
I had a question on it's referring to medicine. So MDMA, which is the chemical name for ecstasy, is being researched for PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder.
Right.
And what they've begun to find is that it's as effective, if not more effective, than other medications. What would be our stance on something that can very easily be abused, but could potentially be a medication for someone with that kind of an issue? So you can our stance on like painkillers and stuff like that. Because I had long story short, I had an operation done, and I only took what I needed to take to get over bearable part of it. Yeah. But I didn't finish they gave me a whole bottle of it. I didn't even finish it. I just threw it out. What would be our stance on something like that? For example, like ecstasy essentially being used potentially for people who have PTSD. It would be that it's being used as a medicine and therefore it would be lawful. Like how do we?
Yeah, the Israelite school of UPK is pro-medicine, pro going to the doctor. The Israelite school of UPK is anti-indulgence, anti-weakness. We're anti those things. And without being anti-indulgence, you are going to fall prey to things that could otherwise help you. You could drink alcohol. In moderation, it's fine. It can help you. It can help you in your life to drink alcohol in moderation. If you drink too much, it is one of the biggest killers on the planet Earth. What's in my cup right here. This destroys countries. America had a prohibition on it for 10 years because white women were getting beat to death every day. White women got beat so much by those Irish men that they protested to the government to stop alcohol from coming in their house. Because I don't know if you know this about white men, they're mean. Did you know that about white people? Ooh, white men especially, white women too. But white men are even an extra level of mean than white women. And when they were drinking that alcohol, brother, they came home and were beating those women pro forma, breeding them for routine, beating them because it was a tradition to do every day round about this time. Is this dinner cold? Smack. White women went and said, damn, Nat, get rid of this alcohol because in moderation, it's a good thing. In excess, it destroys lives. Food is good. Food is great. You need food to live. You have to eat to live. But in excess and done out of order and done outside of God's dietary laws, what kills people more than their diets? Shit, I don't know. I can't think of anything that kills that's going to cause more heart attacks than all of that shrimp and crab and lobster that you eat from Red Lobster and your seafood boils. I don't know what's worse than someone's out of control, indulgent, unlawful diet. It's no different with morphine, with HDMA, with THC. These things given by a trained professional doctor can benefit people who have ailments, who are sick. Done in excess, they will destroy you. Understood. Young man right here. Shit. Fentanyl has its purpose. That's correct. You give him a hand, even fentanyl, even morphine, even codeine. These things have a proper use and purpose. Take it out of that purpose, though, it's death. Come on up front. Microphone. He's right. Okay, he's right behind you. He's up there.
Salam, sir. That's the first time I've ever heard of fentanyl being utilized medically.
Yeah, fentanyl has. Please let the young man break it down for you. Go ahead.
When my son was being born, for when they give him the epidural stuff, fentanyl's an alternative to the morphine. It doesn't last as long, but it numbs the pain just as good. It just doesn't last. It's a quicker pain relief.
That's right. It's a pain medication, which is exactly what morphine is, codeine, all of these things. THC, you can put the microphone down right there. They're all pain relievers, and that's what they're for. Done in other ways, though, it's going to bring death to your society, to your family. Come on, Abun, microphone.
I have another question, quick question. Why is Esau, particularly like white supremacists, and in general like Trump, Musk, why do they worship Hitler, Adolf Hitler? Considering, if we're considering, I assume they worship him because he was evil, but if we're looking at figures in the 20th century, why doesn't the so-called white man worship someone like Joseph Stalin, who killed far more people than Adolf Hitler just based on the numbers, and who someone that America took far more seriously as an enemy? Patton said at the end of World War II, we were fighting the wrong enemy, we should have been fighting Soviets, essentially. They found that out, and then the Cold War happened. So is there a reason for that?
Oh, there's absolutely a reason that white supremacist groups love Adolf Hitler. They don't love Stalin in the same way. They don't love Napoleon in the same way. They don't love Alexander the Great in the same way. There's an obvious reason. It's right in front of your face. You want me to tell you? Racism. That's the reason they love Adolf Hitler. That's the reason they wear SWAT stickers today, as opposed to the Russian flag, or a flag for Napoleon, or a symbol that symbolizes other famous white conquerors. They don't worship Julius Caesar. They don't worship Augustus Caesar. But Adolf Hitler, today, people are wearing SWAT stickers. Today. Why? Racism. Adolf Hitler had that thing that is so delicious and beautiful to white people. The hatred of blacks and Hispanics. He hated races. And that, brother, is the life's blood of white people. It cannot be marginalized, how big it is. Like, it is gigantic. Brother, when Abraham Lincoln was assassinated by John Wilkes Booth in Washington, D.C., the same city right now where there are tanks rolling down the block right now, oppressing innocent people, oppressing civilians, American citizens, in that same city at Ford Theater, John Wilkes Booth shot Abraham Lincoln in the back of the head, jumped down off of the balcony, stood in the middle of the stage, and said, "This is the way of tyrants. Thus is the end of tyrants." That's what he said. And as I grew in the truth, that baffled me to even understand. Do you know why Abraham Lincoln got killed? Who wants to guess? Why did he get killed? Young man, microphone.
Is it because he freed the slaves?
No. Thus is the way of tyrants. What is that in Latin? Alexa, what did John Wilkes Booth say in Latin when he shot Abraham Lincoln?
Sorry, I don't have an answer for that.
This broad she don't want to say anything controversial. That is common knowledge that I just asked her that question. Common knowledge. That's the FBI. They're bugging our Alexa and won't let our Alexa say anything. Speaking of the FBI, before I forget, I'm meeting with the FBI this Thursday. Clap it up. I'll meet with them this Thursday. Commanding General YAHANNA set up the whole thing. I'm going to ask that lawyer exactly what you can say about Donald Trump. I'm going to get it recorded. I'm going to be so specific. I'm going to get an attorney to tell us exactly what you can say about Donald Trump that's absolutely legal. I'll ask you one more time. You can look it up in your phone. Do you have it? Bun, you need the microphone. Go ahead.
It's Sic Semper Tyrannis.
Sic Semper Tyrannis. What does it mean?
So that's Brutus. No, he said the same thing.
That's it, yeah.
It says, thus always to tyrants.
Thus always to tyrants. Sic Semper Tyrannis. Thus always to tyrants. Why did Abraham Lincoln get shot? Do you know what a tyrant is? Alexa, what is a tyrant?
The noun tyrant can have a few meanings. 1. A sovereign or other ruler who uses power oppressively or unjustly.
Stop,
2.
Alexa. A ruler who uses power oppressively. Oppressively. Why did Abraham Lincoln get shot? Because he was an oppressor. That's why they killed him. As I grew in the truth, I tried to understand it. Do you want to know something about white people? Open up your mind to this. The Christian church has closed your mind to this. Abraham Lincoln got shot because he oppressed white men's right to have slaves. That was their right to have slaves. You understand, Abun? That was their goddamn God-given right to have slaves. They were supposed to beat you 7 days a week and then go to church on Sunday. They were supposed to do that. They were supposed to lynch you. They were supposed to cut off your feet and hands and burn out your eyes. And anyone that tried to stop them was oppressing them. That's why he got killed. He didn't say, I'm killing you because you're freeing the slaves. I'm killing you because you're fighting the South. I'm killing you because you're a tyrant. You're an oppressor. You're forcing us to stop doing something that is our right to do. That's white people, That's them. They think it's their God-given right to rule over black people. And if you stop them, God is against you. If you stop them, you should die. Then they roll tanks down your city streets and say it's fine when no white neighborhood would allow for crime to be stopped with the military. No white neighborhood would allow something like that because they believe that they shouldn't. They believe that they should not allow the military to stop the crime in an American citizen, in an American city. They believe that's a job for the police. But you are oppressed and it's accepted. If you stop them from owning slaves, you're going to get shot in your head. You understand about it? It's the racism, Mark. It's the racism in the back.
So it's off topic, sir. If I may allow myself to ask you this question. So can I get a breakdown with Shaw on the 12 gates in the book of Revelation?
Absolutely. Claro que sí, of course. Mucho gusto.
I have another follow-up question.
You want to ask it now or you want to wait?
I'll wait.
No problem. Let's get the 12 gates in the book of Revelations. I'll get you next online at the end of this. The 12 gates in the book of Revelations, this is a vision that John saw when he was in prison. It's the same John that was the disciple of Christ when Christ was with them. He was later had to go to jail, went to prison. That's part of this work sometimes. That's part of it sometimes. John went to prison. As he's in prison in that cave, right? He's writing on the walls, writing on whatever, script that he can get to write on. And he wrote down a vision that he saw, a dream that he had. All right. He wrote it down. He saw a city being lowered from heaven, lowered down from the sky. And then he described the city. Let's read the description of the city, and then I'll give you the point of the vision. Whenever you have it, whoever has the microphone or up front, you can read it. You got it.
Book of Revelation, chapter 21, and verse 10. And he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain, and shewed me that great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from God.
He's seeing that holy Jerusalem. Now remember, Jerusalem already exists. It's where the Sadducees and the Pharisees sit, the same people that betrayed him and his king to the Roman Empire. Right now, there was a white man named Herod who was ruling over Jerusalem as its pseudo king. He saw Jerusalem from God. A city set up by God, not like the Jerusalem that was oppressing him and his people and siding with the other nations, but a government from God was now ruling his people. Think of what comfort that gave him in jail. Remember, Jerusalem are the people who have him in prison. Jerusalem, because Jerusalem is in league with the enemies of God. Now in this vision, he sees Jerusalem, brother, is from God. A new city with new leaders. Keep going.
Verse 11, having the glory of God.
Having the what?
Glory of God.
He looked at this city and it was visibly beautiful. That's what he means when it says it had the glory of God. Think about where he was living, in a cave, wet and moldy, full of rats and death. Think about your brothers right now on Rikers Island. Think about your brothers in Alligator Alcatraz with no water, no hot food, freezing to death. He saw this city that was a beautiful place to live, brother. Beautiful. And it gave him great comfort in that day. A beautiful place to live, his home city, his government ruled by men of God. And it was beautiful, not like the neighborhoods that most of us came up in. Neighborhoods you're embarrassed to bring your friends over to your house. Embarrassed to invite someone over. Embarrassed to say you live there. Embarrassed to let someone come inside your house. Afraid that the roaches might crawl on your house guests. Right? Think about where he lived. He lived where you live. And then he sees this place that's beautiful. That's a reward for being willing to go through something terrible. That's your reward. Continue.
Revelation chapter 21, verse 11. And her light was like unto a stone most precious, even like a jasper stone, clear as crystal.
Beautiful. A beautiful place, glowing with beauty. Continue.
Verse 12. And had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates.
Had a what?
A wall.
Had a what?
A wall.
Had a what?
A wall.
This isn't, think about how much he wished that this could have been the city that he grew up in. His city was constantly sacked by enemies. Constantly. Think how unsafe an unwalled city is. Think about the Greeks who destroyed Jerusalem, the Babylonians who destroyed Jerusalem, the Romans who destroyed Jerusalem. Think about all of the people that came into our city, and we had no protection against them. We were victims to them. We were sheep to the slaughter, to them, to these beasts. He sees this new city. Oh, it's well protected. It has a high wall, a wall the Babylonians can't get over. The Greeks, the Romans cannot get over it. That's what he's seeing first, a bunch.
A wall Trump couldn't get over.
Yeah, a wall Trump couldn't get over. Trump's dumb ass wants to build a wall all around the United States. And here's the problem. Is that wall going to keep the Americans in? Because they're the problem. It's not like other countries are invading America. America is the country that invades other countries. They invade other countries. They take over other people's governments. You need to build a wall that keeps the United States military in the United States. Otherwise, no one can be safe. America doesn't need a wall to protect it from other people. My God, what? From people crawling over to wash your dishes? People crawling through the river to sweep up your floors? But you tell me what Americans do when they leave out of America. They destroy nations. They destroy the planet Earth. Build a wall to keep them in. This city, this wall, is to keep the Romans out, the Babylonians out, the Greeks out. Now we can have protection. New city has protection. Keep going.
And had 12 gates.
And has what?
12 gates.
And this has 12 gates. Keep going.
And at the gates, 12 angels.
And at the gates, 12 angels. What does this angel represent in this vision? Protection. This is like a vision to someone who all they know their entire life is being destroyed and taken over by someone else. That's it. It's your life. You are unsafe everywhere you go. You're in your neighborhood, you're unsafe there. The only people that you can call to protect you are the police, who are going to come and shoot you when you call them. They're going to kill the person that called them. Then a tank comes down your block. Like, you're never safe. You're not safe from criminals. You're not safe from the law enforcement that you call to stop the criminals. Not in this city. Oh, Barakatah Yahweh Yahushai, not in this city. This city has 12 gates, 12 giant walls, 12 gates, and an angel at each wall. Now remember that. An angel standing there who doesn't get tired, who doesn't need to eat or sleep or take a break, who you can't even see him in this physical form. In the dream world, you can see that angel, but that angel is there at that gate every day, all day, protecting the people of God. How much have we needed that in the past? How much have we needed an angel to protect us from the British, from the French, from the Americans? How much have we needed that? In Jerusalem, the new Jerusalem, we're going to have protection. Finally. Keep going.
Revelation chapter 21, verse 12, middle of the verse. And at the gates, 12 angels, and names written thereon.
And names written on each one of these 12 gates. Keep going.
Which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel.
Just like any home, you would walk up to the front door and you would see the Johnsons, the Smiths, the Taylors. You would know that's who is safe behind these walls. Well, the names on the gates of of Jerusalem, of the new Jerusalem, of the kingdom of heaven, are the names of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Why, brother? Because that's who owns that house. That's who heaven belongs to. Heaven belongs to the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Las 12 tribus de la nación de Israel. That's who owns the kingdom of heaven. That's the name on the door. Now, what's the name on the front of your door? Christian, Baptist, Episcopalian, Seventh-day Adventist, Muslim? Well, you don't get a heaven. They don't get a heaven. But the 12 tribes of Israel do. Think of what kind of comfort that